Now, the controversy surrounding the alleged mismanagement of Kerala's famous Sri Padmanabha Swami temple on Wednesday evoked sharp reaction from the Supreme Court. It said there are certain disturbing features and extremely serious issues which require immediate redressal. In fact, the controversy surrounding the alleged mismanagement of Kerala's famous Sri Padmanabha Swami temple on Wednesday evoked sharp reaction from the Supreme Court, which said there are certain disturbing features and extremely serious issues which require immediate redressal. In fact, we'll try and get some more information on what does the Supreme Court mean when it says that there are certain disturbing features and extremely serious issues which require immediate redressal. Now, due to the alleged mismanagement of Kerala's very famous Sri Padmanabha Swami temple on Wednesday, now this evoked a sharp reaction from the Supreme Court. Well, to discuss more about this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, can you give us more information regarding the Supreme Court's statement that there are certain disturbing features and extremely serious issues?
This particular directive has come from the Supreme Court on the basis of the report which was filed by the MES Cure Gopal Subramaniam Nolan. This clearly indicates that there have been serious lapses on the part of the temple authorities as far as the management of the so-called wealth which was discovered in the walls is concerned. So this raises very fundamental and very serious questions about what exactly is happening. Remember, these three temples, that is in Shabarimala, the Padmanabha Swami temple in Trivandrum, and the Guruvayur temple form a troika of some of the richest temples in the state. And therefore it becomes very much important in the sense to manage the temple riches. And this disturbing report now clearly indicates that there could be a lot amiss as far as this particular temple is concerned, Noran.
Now, Arun, what about the 5-member committee that has been set up by the Supreme Court?
Well, that committee will start its investigations because this is a very serious kind of report in the sense that the kind of points which are raised by this particular report. In fact, remember, not just a question of probably this kind of a forgery being put in place, but also the fact that there have been instances of sexual harassment happening in the temple premises, which actually was in the know of the temple authorities, also raises serious questions. So, as such, we can expect the 5-member team to actually start investigating. In fact, we know for sure that one of the names mentioned in the 5-member team happens to be that of Vinod Rai, the former CAG. So clearly, as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, it wants to ensure that things don't go amiss and things are taken to the logical end. If there are instances of any forgery or wrongdoing, it wants to have those guilty people punished, and more importantly, restore possible deprivation of faith among the faithful, Nolan.
Right, Arun, thank you very much for all those details. Now, the Supreme Court entrusted the administration of this temple in Kerala to a 5-member committee headed by the District Judge of Thiruvananthapuram. Now, the bench of Justice R.M. Lodha and Justice A.K. Patnaik said former Comptroller and Auditor General, OCAG, Vinod Rai would undertake the audit of the temple properties, assets and accounts. Now, the court also appointed a senior IAS officer and former administrator of the Guruvayur temple as the executive officer of this temple. Now, the 5-member committee will also comprise the Thiruvananthapuram district judge, Chief Nambi of the temple, and two more members, of which one will be appointed in consultation with the state government. Now, as voting day arrived in Mumbai for India's ongoing national elections, controversy erupted around a group of top Bollywood stars who had skipped town to attend an award show being held in the US. Now, that is instead of participating in the world's largest national democratic process. Major local film figures such as actresses Kareena Kapoor, Sonakshi Sinha, Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra, and actors Saif Ali Khan, Vivek Oberoi, Hrithik Roshan, Shahid Kapoor, and acclaimed lyricist and screenwriter Javed Akhtar and his actress wife Shabana Azmi, among others, were all in Tampa Bay, Florida, to attend the 15th International Indian Film Academy Awards, which kick off today and run until the 26th of April. So all these stars we just named today skipped voting and instead decided to fly to the USA to take part in the 15th International Indian Film Academy Awards, which kick off today and run until the 26th of April. In fact, I'm joined by my colleague Nabila, who's in Mumbai at the moment. Nabila, this is really disappointing that all these celebs who actually talk about voting, tell other people to vote, actually did not and ran away.
Right, Nolan, we really can't call it running away, but we can call it running away from their responsibility. This is something that every Bollywood celebrity endorses. Make sure you come out and cast your vote. In fact, Mumbai was filled, the media channels, radio stations, newspapers, it was filled with campaigns encouraging people to come out and cast your vote. Even several Bollywood celebrities commented and requested people, advised them to come out, why they should come out and vote. Now, at a time like this, when the entire nation seems to be more politically aware, it seems like a few Bollywood celebrities, like for example, we have Shahid Kapoor, we have Sonakshi Sinha. In fact, even Salman Khan was not present to come in and cast his vote. So this was indeed a dampener for and not a very good name for the Bollywood industry, because a lot of responsibility does ride on their shoulders. They are an example, an icon for several youth in the country, and an act like this is definitely closely watched by people all over the country. So this is definitely condemned by insiders from Bollywood itself, and also people also across the country, the fact that they did not cast their vote. But on the other hand, there were big wigs from the Bollywood fraternity. Like, for example, we had Amir Khan, who promptly came early in the morning to cast his vote, right around 8 o'clock in the morning, with his wife Kiran. We also had Amitabh Bachchan, who came in and cast his vote with Jaya. We also had Rekha, who came in and cast her vote right in the morning at 7 a.m. She was one of the first voters on this day. There was Shah Rukh Khan, who came right towards the end of the day to cast his vote, and he had a lot of nice things to say about people who did not cast their vote. We also had Farhan Akhtar, who came in and very actively spoke to the media, encouraged all of them, sent out an appeal to the country, asking people to come out and vote. In fact, Mumbai, I beg your pardon. We had Ranbir Kapoor, the youth icon, again, who came out and fulfilled his responsibility. Therefore, there were a lot of Bollywood celebrities who did come in and set an example with that by casting their vote. But on the other hand, there were a handful who sort of shrugged away off their responsibility and thought it was probably better to be part of the IFA Awards and not in the city.
Now, Nabila, what are Mumbaikars saying about their very favorite stars actually skipping all this?
Well, Nolan, at the end of it, what do you say to something like that? You comment about it, you say that, oh, how irresponsible, and that's it. It's forgotten and gone. And then only 5 years later, do you have the right or the responsibility or, the awareness where you have to come out and vote again? So it's that one day that you need to take out about 10 minutes. In fact, when compared to Bengaluru, the line of voters in every booth was it was unbelievable. The fact that when you compare Bengaluru and Mumbai itself, there's such a stark difference, and they're talking about a city that that they call a city of dreams. We're talking about Bollywood industry having its presence there. We're talking about stars being treated like demigods in the country. And on the other hand, Bengaluru, I think it very clearly showed that people in Bengaluru were a lot more responsible. There's a bigger voter turnout when compared to Mumbai. The celebrities themselves did not come out to vote. Then we can't really expect it from a lay person in the city here. In fact, the voter turnout in Mumbai was registered at 38% until 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Another 1 hour, we wonder it's still going to remain at about less than 40%, and this is the same percentage as the last time. So a lot of awareness, campaigns, nothing seems to have worked. It must have fallen on deaf ears clearly here. And about stars, Bollywood stars, what can you say? You comment and then let it go. It's forgotten the next day. So who can really, take responsibility for your irresponsibility? I don't think anybody would do that.
Now, Nabila, won't you say that the credibility factor will come into play for them in future when they actually preach to others to actually come out and vote?
Right, of course, that goes without saying, right? Credibility does come into picture. The fact that they endorse and speak about responsible behavior, a citizen, and how the rights of a citizen and right to speak, right to speech, and right to all of that. When you have so much to say about your country and about being a citizen of India, then you've got to come out there and vote. And that's almost a demand that we make, considering they're celebrities and they have a responsibility on their head. Because India follows Bollywood industry like no other country. So it is definitely a responsibility that they've shrugged off from. So something very disappointing, and I'm sure people of Mumbai or people in the entire country would sort of not look at it in a very nice way, like it is happening right now.
Right, Nabila, thank you very much for all that.